someone watching right now is saying, you know what, Glenn, I'm like you. I have something on the inside. I know what I want to do, but they're scared to step out. Why? What are some things you would tell them to do to step out, and why they should step out and do it?
You know, I don't think this is for the people who are scared, man.
Ooh.
You know?
Okay.
Like, I shouldn't have to convince you to go get it.
Okay.
But life gonna convince you one day.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That is
because, you know, I mean, I would say that you had to be convinced.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, but it wasn't until you were put in a position to be like, I really don't have another choice.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, and you made it work. But you had a amazing network and proof to be like, oh, I just got to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you know what I'm saying? And take some risk on your own, right? So you look at where you were a year ago, totally different mindset.
Yes.
Man, I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, I remember you being like, hey, man, am I going to have to get rid of my country club membership? And I'm like, yeah, bro. Cancel the country club.
And I canceled that joint too.
You ain't got time for no country club right
did.
now. You got a business that you got to start all over again. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we taking it to the point where it's like, I understand that you're scared, but whose business is that? Like, your fear is getting in the way of someone else's freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're sitting up here worrying about what everyone thinks and scared to start, but like, you're literally stopping someone else from getting to the other side of whatever that is. There's people that didn't even think they could be fathers until they watched my channel.
Bro.
So you understand how many lives potentially I might be responsible for?
Bro.
The proof? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, go ahead and be scared, but move out of the way. Keep your don't buy a camera.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't take anybody else's time. Encourage another friend. Invest in someone else if you're not going to use it.
Yo, Glenn.
I can't stand it, bro.
You literally say your fears are preventing someone else's freedom.
Oh, 100%.
Fears are blocking freedom.
Yeah. Because think about how many people had to step out and you were like, all right, because you did it, I could do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's imagine if, Eric Thomas never spoke.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
How many people would not be where they are today?
Exactly. Well, we wouldn't have a Toby.
We sure wouldn't have a Toby.
You know what I'm saying? Then how many people have Toby touched?
Ooh.
You know what I mean? So let's talk about it. Like,
Ooh.
You are preventing someone else from moving forward because you're scared, right? So do me a favor, stay scared, but move out of the way.
Move out of the way.
Please move.
So you're saying, okay, cool. We're all gonna be fearful. Me and you were talking about that last night.
Yes.
You know, I'm fearful every day when I wake up because I'm like, man, I got other families who are depending on me.
Yes.
That's scary. And honestly, I don't see that fear ever going away.
Yeah.
But I still gotta work.
Yeah, because like fear helps you feel like you're alive, Like be scared but be active.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind that feeling of fear, like I think it's respect. Like you have respect for your craft, you understand what you have in your hands, understand what your calling is. That's healthy. But like if you're gonna be scared and then not do anything, then that's a problem. And that's the one thing that like fatherhood to teach you that, because you having children, it activates your manhood in a different way.
Yeah.
So a father like tries to teach you how to be a man.
Yeah.
Children make you become one. They force you to apply everything that you said.
Yeah.
This is no longer theory.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, if you don't do what you said you're gonna do, Dad, like we're not gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Like if you sit up here, you're scared to get on stage or you're scared to move in a certain direction, like we're not gonna eat that.
Yeah.
So let's move.
Man, this is.
I came here to drop gems. I don't get to talk like this. So I'm gonna flex over here.
I'm like, man, fears are blocking freedom. Oh my goodness. What is one thing you've learned being a successful business owner now? You've built a huge empire for fatherhoods, for fathers, for black father as that. But you're also a husband. You are actual and father. You're a friend. You're a Christian believer. What is the biggest lesson that you can take away from the last 7 years of your life of building?
Man, I mean, there's so many lessons I could take away. I would say that the main thing is who you marry is extremely important.
Okay, so pick right.
Yeah. Oh, choose well, and don't only choose well, make that decision right. Because sometimes it don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we talk about this on our podcast, How Married Are You, with Yvette and I. So sometimes, like, we think back to when I first started believing in fatherhood, and she wasn't necessarily in agreement. You know, she was very uncomfortable with, like, oh, well, you know, you're not cleaning the house before you film. You know, my bra's up in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want our family out there like that. But I kept moving, and I had to prove to her what I had already believed in myself. You know what I'm saying? So I had to manifest my own dream, right, to her before. Like, I dreamed it, but I had to she had to see it manifest.
Yeah.
So she got on board after she saw the comments, after she saw the people like, yo, I can't wait to be a father. I didn't know this was possible, such and such and such and such. You know what I'm saying? So, but my wife was able to put me in a position to be a stay-at-home father, so I could even learn the skills to, like, parent divinely. You know what I'm saying? Like, with focus. And so even after that, she stepped up in ways during our marriage. She's like, you know what, I see the calling the Lord has on your life, and I don't want to be a hindrance to that. So here's what I'm willing to do. You know what I'm saying? So, like, people are just like, they would have stopped at, oh, she don't believe in me, what I want to do. I married the wrong person.
Right.
It's like, nah, I had to prove something to her. She never seen me step out like that.
Right.
She never seen me take a big risk. So I had to, like, really invest in that relationship and give her something tangible to hold on to. And then she's fully on board. Wow. So on board that she quit her own job.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And she was like, I'm coming home. You figure it out, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. She'll challenge me and puts me like, that's one thing I would say is be careful, like, who you marry, make sure you make the right decision. And then, and if you don't think it's the right decision, make it right. Okay. And then,
but hold on before you go to the next one. For us single people, how do we? And you're 12 years now of marriage. If you could speak to us single people real quick, because 52% of watching right now are single.
Okay.
What are 3 things we should be talking about up front to help us identify if I'm choosing right?
So my wife and I made a whole list of, like, things that you should make out of, like, hey, these are the questions you should ask before. Okay. You know, but you just understand, first of all, and one, I've been married for 12 years. I'm not in the new social media dating, so I don't know what y'all dealing with out here.
I'll help you out.
It's sticky. It's
rough.
Yeah.
It's rough.
So what I'm saying is, in this stage of life, you have to look at the foundation of a person, and not so much the symptoms of trauma, right? So like you may get in an argument with someone because they don't respond correctly or they don't respect you. Yeah. But that thing is coming from somewhere. And so when you find a person who's worth investing in, those things that are kind of like frivolous and trivial, like those things could be worked on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But, like, you're talking about, like, does this person, like, lie to me every day? Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, don't date that person. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you can't trust them, it's probably not you know what I mean? Like, you know, do they value my opinion? Are they patient? You know what I'm saying? Like, do they apologize? Do they admit when they're wrong? Like, those are, like, really big things that you're going to need in a relationship. Yes. Are they understanding when I fail? You know what I'm saying? They're forgiving. Like, those are things, these are fundamental things in a person that you're like, we're gonna be able to grow something together. Yeah. It depends on your lifestyle, right? Like, I don't like to travel. Like, Yvette loves to travel. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I knew that I wanted someone who wanted to be a homebody, but at the same time, like, I know that she has to travel, so that's not a deal breaker for me. Right. You know what I'm saying? I just know that I'm gonna be traveling sometimes, you know? Because I love her, I'm willing to make that sacrifice. So I think there's many different ways, and I think it's a case-by-case basis, and I don't think you can just, and I think we should probably do an e-course specifically for, like, premarital stuff, so that we can help people understand, like, this is the process of trying to find the right person and making sure they are right. Yeah. Because it's one thing to find the right person, it's another thing to make them the right person. You know what I'm saying? And you guys will be making each other the right person for each other. You know what I'm saying?